So, it's only like 20 or so parts in, but I finally figured out what was going on with my screen resolution issue. Apparently it wasn't Shadowplay doing it. It was the program I was using to convert the Shadowplay videos into a format that my movie editor could actually recognise. Apparently it was doing some sort of weird auto-cropping to the videos.
Taking a break from trying to kill me?
Not all keepers believe you are guilty,
really loud.
Garrett.
But neither had we
Come on,
the
television,
evidence
down you
to
go.
alter the outcome of your trial.
The trial was a disgrace. Orlando is
There you go.
not fit. He
Like you heard me
knows he
wiggling
must
around
replace
there.
Gattaca, so he plans to promote that child Gamal to the position of interpreter. So you formed your own little club.
There are others too. The Keeper hierarchy is in flux. We know Orland tried
They
to frame
unfriended
you,
him on
but
Facebook
we
and
cannot
everything.
discern his motives.
That's
Flip
easy.
book, I suppose.
Orland is the brethren and betrayer, and he knew Gattaca was onto him. He needed to kill her before she announced his name, and thought he could get rid of me at the same time.
It does
That
all
is
seem to
only
fit, doesn't
one
it?
of many possibilities, Garrett.
He has suppressed all inquiries into the Clock Tower prophecy. Have you heard? From above, the rubble forms an arrow, and it points directly at the Keeper Library. The
Yeah, I saw it.
will be pointed to. It is as if someone actively seeks to bring the Dark Age upon us. There is a corruption. Whenever the glyphs...
Keeper Artemis hasn't been seen since before the trial. He confided in me that he
Also,
no
did you
longer
just
knew
Jay-Z
who to
that guy?
trust. He acted strangely, so secretive.
Really?
But he was
A
right.
keeper being strange and
There is no way to
secretive?
know who to trust.
Could you imagine?
The degree to which the glyphs...
Orland fears you still.
Bitch, will you
and
stop
he
doing
will
that?
until the
That's incredibly rude.
enforcers bring him your corpse.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have bitch.
He has used
Seriously,
a
you get the point,
binding
right?
glyph to seal every glyph door in the whole city. He is watching all of us. Until you are found, no one is allowed to enter or leave the compound.
We've been using Orland's own secret tunnel. It connects the compound to his office in the library. There's much danger, but it is the only way we can meet without being
Perhaps
overheard.
we can help you.
Seriously?
The
Will you
Keeper assassins
really
won't
stop
have
doing it?
given
There's
up
no
and-
reason for you to do that. You're just being rude
You've
now.
helped me already. Why? What do you intend to do? Find some proof that Orland is guilty. That shouldn't be too hard.
Oh, where do you think you will find this proof? Garrett?
Garrett's out. I'm doing my Batman thing. Before I actually tried to become Batman a bit too much and started adopting the voice and the miserable persona. Well, seriously, that wasn't fun. Don't buy FIFA 4, kids. Just don't. Yeah, okay. What do I need to do? Quick check, make sure the resolution settings are still fine. Yeah, see, now I know what it's actually doing. I can play the game in proper resolution without, random bits of the footage being cut off around the edges. I have no idea what the secondary program was doing, especially without my permission, but reading through the documentation on it, apparently it was under the impression that I was attempting to convert a DVD file into something that was purely digital. I don't know why that would make any difference, or why you'd want to randomly crop the picture from a DVD. I think it's something to do with the way video files for televisions work and the whole overscan issue. I think that might be something to do with it. But there's no overscan on this. This is never intended for for a television, so I don't know. I'm playing it on television though. Go into the wild blue yonder. Or wild purple yonder in this case, I guess. Why not? What's the worst could happen, right? Okay. I cut out getting back here. Just purely because nothing actually happened. So if I wandered around, blathering on and on and on about overscan and the benefits of playing with your PC linked up to a television versus not, etc., etc. In case any of you were confused why earlier I was talking...
I'm not a fighting man.
What are you talking about? My god, I think he's fighting that fat man. Yo, I thought the keepers were on my side now. Yep, there you go, settle that disturbance, son. In fact, why are there so many NPCs just cluttered in this one area? What the hell happened? Did the game spawn them all in and then forget to activate them? I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen a lot in Fallout. But I've mucked around on that. Walked into areas where all the NPCs have been spawned out of my view, which makes sense, but then the games forgot to actually run their scripts. So they just all stand there, in a big circle kind of thing, until the game suddenly remembers, oh shit, right. Then they all try and walk off at once, crashing into each other. It's kind of funny. Yeah, tragic kind of a way. Now, can I get up there, maybe?
Probably unemployed.
I don't know. See, I have been told...
Excuse me, sir.
You're excused. I have been told that apparently there are places up on the roofs and such that I can actually get to. So I need to keep an eye out for that when I'm walking around. Just anything I think might be an area I can get to, I need to start climbing up onto. What are you doing? Leave that tree alone. It's a step beyond... Oh god, a step beyond tree hugging. That was tree humping.
Go away! Pick on someone your own size!
And hide in the corner. That's what we do in this game. When the going gets tough, the tough run away. And the truly brave cower in the corner.
Hey, I just work here.
Ah, you
Not me,
fool.
please, not me.
Oh, okay, not sure what line that was cut from. Don't think it was this game, though, if you take my meaning. Don't know why the townsfolk are freaking out. I've never once seen either the guards, the Hammerites, the pagans, or the keepers actually attack like a citizen. Never seen it happen. So why they have like freak out sound bites and animations and such, I'm not entirely certain.
If it is my foe, I will sense.
There's not a lot of sense here, son. No luck with that. Guy just still balancing on the walls, acting terrified. I'm so scared, but at least my balance is intact. Damn right you don't. Get around the corner, really, don't I? Don't do it. Don't you do it. Oh, you son of a bitch. Take one of them. And that's still locked, isn't it? God damn. Why did I even come this way? That's still locked. Oh, bugger off already. Running straight to my hide location. This game doesn't normally pull that. Can I get in here? What's the point in the secret door? I can literally just climb up into the window up here. Oh, whatever. Keepers are funny. Stupid, too. Okay.
Is that someone?
Seriously. You're gonna do this the second I land? Seriously. It's not like I can get down quietly. That's not a thing I can do. Yep, it's still locked. Perhaps you should bugger
What
off
should I expect with all that's going on?
before I blackjack you in the spine. To calm you down, certainly. Calm all of us down. Except you're standing with your back to the wall and in the bright daylight. Well, not daylight. Sconce light. Sconce for a nonce. Okay. Guess I'm leaving you. Oh god, there's lots of you in here, isn't there? Guess I'm not going over that way. I want to go... Ooh. There's so many interesting opportunities being opened up now. I know I can climb on walls. But I've always known, it's just I tend to forget that I actually have the ability. Should I say more accurately? This is where I want to go ultimately, isn't it? The compound. So I have to do it from going into Orland's rooms first. Okay. It shouldn't be too difficult. He says with confidence, probably not deserved. Glum, glum, glum. Don't do it. I know you want to, but don't do it. Stay over there. I'm really not in the mood for getting caught the very second I step in. In fact, I'm getting found and caught a lot more often lately. Especially in the hub world, which makes no sense, because the hub world apparently is set by default to normal sense mode, regardless of what level you've been playing the rest of the game at.
I mean, if a scribe isn't allowed in the scribarium, then who is?
Someone carrying a lot of barium? Perhaps they're performing some sort of enema. Or scan, I don't know. That little note. I hope this didn't pick up on the recording. I've had a little note flash up. My system tray became visible for a second, it's gone. You can now upgrade for free to Windows 10. No, no thank you. I think I'll stick with Windows 7. It's taken me the better part of a month to get this bloody computer running the way I want it to and running correctly. I think I'll give a miss upgrading to a whole new OS and a whole new bunch of problems, please. Not the least being which, because I've heard all the shit about OS 10 doing its data mining. Those of you not in the know about that or don't know what data mining is, that is where a program scans basically a list of your registries, cookies, etc. and builds a profile of you based on your habits, what you do with your computer, etc, etc. Ostensibly, this is to allow the computer, or allow the OS markedly, to make a better service by telling you of things you might be interested in. Like if you're someone who does a lot of video editing, it might, let you know when a new program in that regard becomes available, advise you on what kind of hardware you might want to upgrade and put into your PC in order to better perform that task. However, it also allows the OS to steal vast reams of personal data without permission or knowledge of the user. So yeah, I think we'll give that a miss. That's where I want to go, right?
Orland's tunnel was right where I was told it would be. I haven't been in the Keeper compound.
I didn't look around the room at all, did I?
It's a sprawling complex right in the heart of the city.
Okay, I'm sorry. Again, I've been saying that I'll make a better effort to read things and look around the environments a bit more.
Ready for intruders. Me, that
Try
is.
not to metagame.
So much for working together.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I didn't kill Katika, but someone did, and my money's on Orland. He fixed the trial and sent the assassins after me, and the fallen clock tower points right to his office. Brethren and betrayer suddenly makes sense. But suspicions aren't enough, so tonight I'll do some snooping. And if a little...
That's my favourite kind of thing ending in ing.
All the better. Orland's place is on the top floor. No surprise, he's always liked looking down on people. Artemis has a room near the dormitories. I should search there, too.
I think we should know who Artemis is, but I really don't.
Katika's murder. One last thing. The Keeper Council meets tonight. If I can stay awake, I might learn something.
Funky fresh. Difficulty settings is the part we really need to alter. Hard mode. So thankfully I know a lot of you guys seem to be actually enjoying the blind playthrough. So I did wonder if perhaps I should have played this from start to finish by myself, kind of thing. And then come back to it and played it on expert. Because I like to play things on the hardest difficulty when I can. People seem to like the blind playthrough on hard mode, so
The compound.
I'll do.
It has been centuries, has it not?
Don't mind me, just us rats here.
I read my histories. Though, of course, there have been the unexplained disappearances.
The council must respond to this, quickly and decisively.
Sneaky.
Let us take our places, and when the vote comes, I trust you will step forward with me to be counted. We will need every vote in favor we can muster. Attendance in the council is lacking.
Bum bum bum.
Wonder what they have left to decide. Maybe I can persuade a few keepers to vote my way.
Am I going to get to cosh some high-level keepers? Oh boy! I sure hope so. The coming of the third dawn shall be seen upon the land as the beginning of the end, as the opening of the unwritten times. Oh my. The order of the glyphs shall be touched by... shall indeed, by the ancient and the wretched, and the words of the glyphs shall unwind. I'm just rereading this at the same time as well, just to make sure I don't miss everything. Because I've been skipping and abbreviating things lately, so I'm just trying to keep things at least vaguely professional. Get distracted there trying to draw an invisible pentagram on the other book. Other page even. What's this? Till further notice, all glyph doors shall be sealed until the brethren and betrayer has been dealt with. We cannot allow unfed to travel through our compound. Acolytes should take extra care to travel in pairs and remain vigilant. You hear me? Vigilant. It's a fun word. A lot of words that seem to disappear from the common lexicon. Much to my everlasting disappointment. Right. Well, I can try out... well, I've already tried it out. Well, do it on purpose, shall I say. Yeah, it works. Thank you to the chap who let me know you could do this. Basically, when you're doing the unlocking mechanic, as soon as the lock starts jiggling, indicating you found the sweet spot, you can hit left click to skip the rest of the animation and just go straight to that section being unlocked. I mean, I'm not exactly speedrunning, so it's not that much of an issue, but I can think of circumstances like where you're trying to pick a lock without the enemy noticing, where that's going to be immensely useful to know. Okay. Statue. Again, taking some risks by running every now and again. Oh, this is so good. Click. Click. Oh, it's so much faster. I love it. Okay. Got both the doors unlocked, so if I need to make a speedy getaway up and down one set of stairs, I can do that pretty quickly. Which is kind of the point. I'm also going to have to experiment. I've been experimenting again with like visual settings for this game as well. Now that I've actually got the resolution correct, I might experiment just doing a straight gamma increase again. Yeah, I'm going to keep playing around with it till I get it to my own satisfaction. That's always going to be the case, but you know how it is. Well, those of you who pay attention to my channel know how it is. I tend to spend like the entire course of an LP just tweaking things and experimenting. I'm never happy with the first result I get.
Fellow keepers, many of us are called elsewhere this night, but for those that remain, I now bring this council to order. The question we consider first is whether access to Cataga's chambers shall be prescribed. Shall we remove a guard from the Grand Hall and set him to guard the scene of Interpreter Cataga's murder?
Garrett will no doubt seek to return to the scene of his crime. Let us place a guard, ensuring an end to his malice for once and all.
A guard will hardly stop Garrett, and will only cause trouble for our own work.
It's just going to cause more work for me, love. There's one more person I've got to avoid while I'm trying to investigate. I don't really want that.
Let Cataga's memory
Phone's buzzing
retain
at me.
some privacy. There is nothing to be gained by picking over her rooms. Place a guard that they might warn away those whose curiosity outweighs their respect.
Well spoken, all. Weigh all that you have heard, and all that you know.
That's one option, but
Remember, a majority
that's everyone
votes
just
is
stays away
defeated.
from the place.
If your vote is to be yes, you must step forward and be counted. If your vote is to be no, remain unseen in your alcove.
What a fortuitous system.
Do you wish to have Cataga's chambers guarded?
Quite happy that remain unseen in your alcove could be seen as like the same thing as be unconscious on the floor.
Post in the Grand Hall.
Oh crap in hell.
Concerns some books in the Elder Library.
Ah, I'm invisible. You saw shit.
What's that?
Really?
Upstairs to the Hall of
Please don't do that.
Oh, can't see.
You fools! I hate it when the game does that, when it decides that you're too close to a wall or there's something in your way, so you try to throw like a flash bomb or a gas grenade. It just makes the noise but nothing happens. Really, really annoying. Ah, dear, dear.
I will find you. You cannot hide from a keeper.
Sure I can. I've been doing it for hours.
There is value. It is in the words, not the paper. And we keepers are not seduced by
gold books, you say?
covers. Let them be moved and scratched.
Thank you for all your work.
Yeah, definitely move that book up here. I want to know all about it.
And the question before us is, should the book
Sounds funky.
No one after all. These times make us all jumpy.
Oh, I totally agree. Who said that?
there is no further business?
Okay. Okay. Excellent. There's going to be valuable books brought upstairs for me to loot. And I'm all about that fat loot. I really, really am. Okay. Just keep a note to myself. Need to make sure I go by the scribe rooms at some point. Swipe that fat loot. Swipe it hard. Right, where the hell are you? Where are you going, sunshine? Going over there, are you? Hello? Hello? Is he gonna leave, or is it getting awkward? We're still staring at each other. I know you could probably see my glowing mechanical eye in the darkness and all that, but still. Perhaps you could kindly piss off for a little while? That'd be amazing. Thank you. See, praising the sun in front of that picture. It's the wrong franchise, damn it. I'm gonna knock you out first, then deal with your chum over here. Spinal adjustment. Oh! Stealth chiropractic. It's a strange... oh my god, someone needs an adjustment. One sec. Yeah. Did that candle stay lit even though I knocked you out? That's impressive. It's going to set fire to your robes, but still. It's a strange profession, as I was trying to say. That's mine. So glad I finally noticed I can do this. Swipe artwork. Oh god. The blue flame blazes and deadly shadows amass. Deadly shadows, The pendulum swings in wider and wider arcs. Our efforts have garnered not balance, but chaos. And the unwritten times will be upon us. Sorry, indigestion. The first sign was mapped out in darkness in the return of the trickster. The eye was opened, the city seemed to fall into madness. The balance tipped from civilization towards savagery. While the darkness was defeated by the true keeper, trickery was thrown back into the trickster himself. The balance shifted, and the second sign was graven in steel. Iron triumphed over flesh and leaf. And... God, indigestion. The Hammer faction stood in full force behind a mad prophet. The machine fell to its own power, and the prophet's tongue was stilled, but the pendulum swings yet. Both factions, Greenwood and Machine, will again strive against each other, and the world will turn between them. All will be darkness and shadow. In the future shall be unwritten forever. I feel like I should have a sound effect of some sort. So I understand that's basically reviewing the events of the first two games. In the first game, the pagan faction managed to activate a relic and spread their influence and power across the land, but were thwarted by Mr. Gerrit. I think the Hammerite... I don't understand that's the point. The Hammerite basically... He had to lose his own eye to shut the eye of... whatever it is. He lost an eye in the process, I know that much. And the Hammerites presumably gave him a mechanical one, as sort of a thanks for making sure the pagans didn't murder them all. I'll say murder. The pagans. It would involve various leafy, viney things being inserted in mechanical orifices, and it doesn't bear thinking about now, does it? Not really. Not really at all. Unless you're into that sort of thing, anyhow. Second game, I'm presuming, would have been Callus, is that his name? Ooh, fire arrows. Which I've never used. I have never used fire arrows at any point in this game so far. But yeah, would have been the whole thing. With him and trying to build a great dark machine to take over the land, and again, Gerrit was instrumental in thwarting that plan. I don't know exactly how, I haven't found enough details to formulate even a vague conclusion, I just know that he did. And despite the fact that the main body of the Hammerites declared Karras and his faction, heretics, and decried everything and anything he did, for some reason, they're not like instantly my bestest of buddies. When this game starts, I mean, because that's like a canonical event that I helped stop the Metal Age. I think it's probably a fact that all this stuff of heretics and whatnot was like post hoc PR bullshit, if I had to take a guess. Hence why they're not particularly friendly with me. Even though I did know save the world. I should play number 2, actually. From what I've heard, number 1's really not worth it, but number 2's actually supposed to be pretty good. Hands on hips. It's also terrible. Oh! Cheers! I needed that, thank you. Okay.
It was nothing of importance.
Yeah, that guy's just practicing for his turnover in a FIFA 2013. No, it was 2007 this game came out, right? 2007? I think so. Early 2000s, I think. Possibly. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Is there anything else I can get to while I'm up here? I'm doing my Spider Garrett. Spider Garrett does whatever a Spider Garrett does. Can he climb on a wall? Yes, he can, because he's got some gloves. Not sure exactly how that works. That's where I want to go. There's a door over there. Me trying to get back down first if I'm going to do this. Go up to go down, go left to go right. It's Welsh architecture at its finest. Now, careful. Whatever you do, don't fall and die. That would be a bad thing. A very, very bad thing. Perhaps this way. No! That wasn't what I intended at all. I was supposed to like tap it to let go and then hold it again to like latch back on a bit further down. I was trying to do speedrun strats. But instead, despite the fact I'm pretty sure you can't actually jump away from walls and things, Garrett somehow did. At least partially.
A noise?
How are you hearing this?
Just a random noise.
I suppose it's like one giant echo chamber. Perhaps I shouldn't be that surprised, really. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, ever so sneaky. I need to put that out for a start. Don't mind there, do you, chum? Yeah, it's fine. He doesn't care. It's just you know my luck. I'm gonna walk like face first into a keeper or something as I'm walking around here. My phone is buzzing at me like crazy again. Oh god, there's keepers around here as well. I didn't notice that. Oh, hello. This is new. Yep, this is... Oh my. I found a completely new area. Or close enough. A dormitory, eh? Dormitory. This is where Artemis supposedly is, isn't it? Or at least where his... What's the bloody word? Quarters, that's it. His quarters are in the dormitory. We're supposed to search them for clues as to his whereabouts. Apparently we're the only people in the entirety of this universe who bother to do such things. Most of them just gathering corners going, oh, Artemis is so mysterious. Oh, he disappeared again. Oh. Everyone taking bets on whether or not he's left a note. Out in plain sight, but the keepers being the keepers. They're probably busy searching, ripping up the stone floor of his bloody bedroom, looking for secret messages, rather than looking at the piece of paper directly on the table. Bloody keepers. Okay.
May you have balance.
May your glyphs aid you.
Is Artemis in his room? He asked if he might borrow the letters of the Diocese, but I missed him at the evening meal.
I've heard that name before,
Artemis left
Diocese.
nearly before dawn, with no word of his return plans.
Getting messages.
No
Apparently
word. Orland might find that curious.
the lovely Miss Aberfy is also having trouble
a splinter group
with the Windows 10 front loader randomly installing itself.
I find it curious if someone were to tell him. And don't you think that there have been more than enough accused already?
Yes, well, if you do see Artemis, tell him that I cannot find the letters. Another must have borrowed them, though I gave no permission.
I will tell him.
Stolen books,
I
eh?
see him.
Taking bets on who exactly has stolen them? Keeper Emroy, I spied Initiate reading the Batford Chronicles in the dining hall this eve. Such travesties of the written word may have their place in a nobleman's store, but are inappropriate here. Monetary value of the book matters not to a scholar. See to it that the book is removed from the hall and destroyed. Yeah, I'm kind of hung up on the whole monetary value just there. Okay, Batford Chronicles. In the dining hall. Okay, can do. I shall keep an eye out for this. We've got Batford Chronicles. There was something else, a gold-leafed book of some sort that's going to be in the scribe room, I think. I think those are clues as to where we're going to get the two necessary special loot items for this level.
Again?
This is not the time to
I should
boogie.
not let myself be so easily distracted.
Exactly. Get on with your work. Go on, off you hop, Squire. Bugger off. There you go, lad.
Is it the same again?
That was you, you tit!
Where was I?
I don't get this this random glitch that happens sometimes. Where, like, they'll cause noises, but then react as if it's noises me, the player, has caused, even. I don't get... Seriously, I can't get through that tiny gap. But yeah, I don't get it sometimes, I really don't. Right. Careful, careful, sneaky, sneaky. Open, open, and open. So that's a lot faster when you know about the click thing. Thank you again for telling me about that, fella. Much appreciated. Right. You'd be staring at that statue's crotch. You know, if that's her thing, that's her thing, I guess. Why are all the locks for this place, like, in the middle of the doors? Where they're not actually going to be affecting the opening and closing of the door in the slightest. I think it's purely like a gameplay thing. Easier than trying to animate Garrett going through an actual keyhole, but even so.
Maybe I can find out where he went.
Keep a ring. That not special loot? No, apparently that's not special loot. Okay.
My memory of such things is getting garbled. How old I must be. But back then, we could trust each other. I do remember that much.
Okay. It's one lamenting the old days. The Journal of Keeper Artemis. There is indeed something amiss with Garrett. I am not convinced of his guilt. The prophecies do not lie. The clock tower speaks ill of the future. First Keeper Orland acts hastily. The balance is no longer within him, and I fear for the future of my order. I could use my Keeper ring to open the passage leading to his quarters, but I suppose I found nothing to validate my intrusion. I can only hope that my night journeys uncover something before I am discovered acting outside of protocol. Keeper Morrow has gifted the order. Bit of a logic. This voice may have been actually a bad decision. Why do I think it's the effect of, like, my early LPing career. Spent a lot of time role-playing games that were largely text only, so go to the habit of just randomly assigning voices to bodies of text, regardless of whether I actually need to or not. Doesn't help these days. I seem to be losing the ability to string together a coherent sentence. Yes. Keeper Morrow's gifted the order with a set of golden scales. It speaks to what we've become, that such a trinket, precious only for its metal, is so valued. They've been placed on display in the Elder's library. Perhaps I am mistaken. They will serve to inspire. At last I may have learned something about the one who lies dormant. My investigation may take several days, and I must leave without permission. I will be the next to be accused of treachery? It hardly matters. I do not even bring my robes or my ring with me, for fear that if I die, our secrets may be compromised. Your secrets of what exactly? The conditioner?